everybody. Welcome to the Cannabis Wiki Conference and Expo 2022 from London, Ontario.
We got a lot of new hot interviews coming up next.
See you in the green room. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the green room from the Cannabis Wiki Conference and Expo in London, Ontario. The first of many, soon to be on the moon. Yeah, little
Boom.
blow up there. It's like KJ knew what my next word was going to be. Hey, Derek.
Hey, Jackie.
You're not 8 feet away. This time you're only 4 feet away. I
Yes.
like this better. It's like you're not.
It's more intimate.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, see, rumors are true, guys. Derek is my boyfriend. Everyone always messages me that.
Just her Hollywood boyfriend.
Oh, just my Holly. Oh, he's my work husband.
Yeah,
is that
your
what we
work
call
husband,
it?
yeah.
My work-
I don't know if you've ever seen a show called, I forget what it's called, Doug Hefferman. Have you ever seen that show?
Doug Hefferman. Why do I know
And
his
it has
name?
the girl who was in Scientology.
The Office?
Leah Remini or whatever.
No,
No, it's called
Oh, but Queens. King of Queens.
King of Queens.
King of Queens.
There's an episode where Doug has an upstairs wife and a downstairs wife. I don't know if you've seen that.
I haven't, but I have to, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a little back and forth, but we have my friend from social media and a longtime supporter of the show, Queenie.
Queenie, yeah.
Welcome. Hello.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi. Thanks for being here. Thank you
problem.
for supporting. Do you want to tell us a little bit of why you're here and how cannabis has affected you in your journey?
Yeah, I come today for support and for my interest in cannabis. I've been smoking cannabis for 30 years and I've used it a lot for a lot of my ailments, just like a lot of us do. I would use it for my depression and just to stay calm. I get very anxious. But in the last 3 years, I've had epilepsy. So I found that I have a lot more challenges than I ever have because I'm on a lot of medication. And just everything about having epilepsy, like it's kind of an unseen illness. Like people don't really, because it's under the surface. But just worrying every night whether I'm going to have one or...
Do you have seizures often?
I have them every 2 weeks at the moment. So they keep upping my meds. And to be honest, I think I just, trying to think of the word, like I adjust to them.
Oh.
And that's when I start having them again, and then they put them up. And
now how does cannabis help? And do they know you use cannabis to help medicate?
they do. They ask that in the questionnaires when they want to know, like they'll ask you if you smoke and drink and all that. And they do ask about cannabis. And if somebody doesn't ask me about cannabis on a form that I fill out, I put it in the other.
Oh, good for you. That's, wow. So then you can have that conversation.
Yeah, for sure. But some people aren't educated, even doctors. They want to push the pills more than they want to.
So you said some people even doctors aren't educated. You're darn right they're not educated. I mean, I tried to get off many, many times, and then they just had another prescription for me. So
yeah,
right.
For sure.
I'm not.
They're just pill pushers.
Pill pushers.
And I mean, I was willing to try it. Tried that.
What is epilepsy? Like, how does it happen? Does epilepsy happen to you, or do you get it at a certain age, or is it hereditary? Like, what is epilepsy and why? Why you?
Well, I think that with epilepsy, there's a threshold. So all of us have a threshold. Like you have one, and certain things, like if you don't eat.
We're over a threshold.
I'm hungry right now.
Me too, I'm starving.
For some people, it can be the lights, the flashing lights.
Oh, yeah.
It can be the temperature of your body. Then it can be other stuff like if you've just been really sick with COVID or something.
Oh, it could trigger something in you that causes epilepsy? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So basically, all these things have happened to me, and they've brought me up to my threshold. So since you have a threshold too,
I wonder what it is.
What happens, you could reach that as well.
Right.
So for me personally, I have so many reasons they haven't figured out why I have epilepsy, but like I had a convulsion when I was 1 year old.
Oh.
Like I think it's already
been there.
My threshold is lower than yours, obviously, right?
What was your first seizure that you remember? Because you don't remember a seizure, but I mean,
no, the first couple ones. So mine's nocturnal, and
what's that mean? Like while you're
means
sleeping?
that when you're sleeping. And some people have it when they go to sleep, in the middle of their sleep, for me personally, it's when I wake up. So the couple times it happened, it was all out. Like it was a grand mal, like the worst.
What does that mean? Because we had a lady with cancer on, and she was talking about grand mal seizures and grand mal inner.
So
what does that mean?
basically, there's a lot of flailing. My body gets tense. I pee myself.
I know
like
that.
you're right. So then a lot of other things happen in the beginning. Like I'd fall off the bed. I've fallen off the toilet. So now, like I have to sleep. My husband and I call them bumper pads.
Oh, you sleep with bumper pads. So you don't
Yes.
fall off the bed. Now, and cannabis has helped.
It definitely has. Like now I'm awake when I have them. So that's been a bit different. Like now I actually remember them, and they've changed. They used to be right when I woke up. Now they're an hour after, within the hour. Cannabis helps because, like I said, just not knowing when you're gonna have one. Like I have no idea 2 seconds before I have it. There's no warning or nothing. So the cannabis helps with that anxiety. It helps keep me in a place where I'm not gonna have a seizure. Because for me, even just emotionally, if I get too excited or too upset, that can trigger a seizure.
Wow.
Now, you use your Instagram for cannabis. You talk a lot about your use of cannabis, and you show do you talk about epilepsy on?
I do a bit, but so I used to actually have a page that was a happiness consultant because I find myself so happy. I wanted to share that with people. That didn't go anywhere. I actually started watching cannabis lives and stuff about cannabis. And like I said, with smoking cannabis 30 years, I was like, no, I'm more into that. So I started a cannabis account. And
Good, something
I
that you
post
know about
everything.
and is authentic to you. You've been into 30 years, so why would you okay, go on. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's all right. And I just post everything. Like sometimes there is a stigma, especially because I have people in my life that are family members or friends that have known me for a long time. So for them to see a picture, a bud of cannabis,
Right.
you know, you don't, but I share it. I share it with everybody.
And do you have children? Like, you're a wife and mother?
Yeah, I've been married 22 years and I have 3 children.
Wow.
3 great children. I am so impressed.
And
Like I had to have done something.
Congratulations. That's sweet. Did they have epilepsy? Does
No.
anyone know it? And do we know, is epilepsy
Is it
hereditary?
hereditary? No. I almost said contagious.
Contagious. Is it contagious? It's not contagious
Some
or
people
hereditary.
think. Some
Really,
people
you
think
might
it might
catch it.
Does that mean that you can't drive?
Yeah, no, right now I can't drive because they don't know why. And because it's changing all the time, like to be an hour after I wake up. And even to be honest.
That's kind of weird, eh? Like, why an hour?
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. To be honest with you, I've actually had 2 that weren't nocturnal. One was at 4 in the morning, and it's obvious. It was because I didn't sleep.
Oh, because you're tired. So if you're too tired or you're hungry or whatever, can trigger.
Sounds like it's almost stress.
It is, but I'm
Which is
telling
so
you,
many things.
Do
Right.
I look stressed?
No, like she wanted to do a
I know.
happiness account. Like she said, I'm super happy, and
Right.
how did this happen? And cannabis. So for 30 years, you've been consuming cannabis since you were 2. You said 30 years.
I actually was 12, and it was behind the Beckers. If anyone remembers what a Beckers was.
I
Yeah,
remember
convenience
Beckers.
store.
Yeah, I used to get my slushies there, my
Yeah,
Slurpees.
slushies, yeah.
Slurpees? Yeah.
Yeah.
with the
And
big-
back then, to be honest, it was a guy thing. It was all my guy friends that were doing it, but
Doing what?
smoking
Okay.
weed behind the Beckers.
Smoking dope behind
Smoking dope behind
the convenience
Beckers.
store?
Remember 7-Eleven? Is that still a thing? Is 7-Eleven still a
In
thing?
the States, I think.
Yeah. It's
They're
still
big,
it's around
though.
here
Circle
too.
K.
Yeah, they're all the same.
It's all the same.
You know, different companies buy them out. And
Big B or
It's all
Big
the
Bear,
same.
something like that. I don't know.
We got that
we
here.
need a-
Hasty Market.
Hasty Markets. I
Raba.
always go to them on Christmas because
Right.
they're open. I got to get some sweet potatoes at the Hasty Market. I'm hungry. So tell us your socials if people wanted to find you and wanted to track your journey or to reach out to you.
Okay, so my Instagram is Queenie1980, and I'm just there to be part of the community and to be happy. Some people aren't happy, and I just want to share my positivity, so that's why I'm there.
Oh,
Nice.
we need more of that in the cannabis space. I mean, it came to it for peace and love, and you know what I found. Thank you so much for joining us, Queenie. Thank you for being part of our inaugural Cannabis Wiki Conference and Expo from London, Ontario, 2022. Thanks for chatting.
Thanks for having me.